Thank
So
you.
thank you, Sarah, for always creating interesting topics and subjects for us. Yes, and then she mentioned to us achievers, activators, adapters, analytics, and also arranger.
Yeah.
So it's also like a personality profiling from what I see at that angle. Yes, and all this can change, because these personality profiles that we have, and before that, before I start work, and now my profiles have changed,
Yep.
through working. Then maybe we have what you call the DISC, that means the dominant, or if you use the animal is the lion profile. So then we forgotten how to interact with people, we
Yep.
forgotten how to be the peacock, they call it the peacock, the
Yep.
influential people who like to go around.
Yep.
But then after a few years, you take the test again, and then we see that we can change. So achievers, yes, lots of drive, create and make things happen. Love to work alone, yes, but then it's very dangerous if we love work alone, because I always believe in teamwork is so important. My strength is that I am able to change my profiles at any time, so that I would not stick on to just one profile, which can be relatively dangerous and stressful and bring a lot of discomfort in us. So if we are able to pick out our strengths at different time of the day, or even the week, the month that we need it, and then later on we can go back to another profile. I think that maybe come under adaptability. But of course we also need to be the achiever part. So again, it's like they were saying, like we are like a chameleon. We change, in this condition we change, in that condition we change. Flexibility, adaptability, in fact all these profiles are important. Like Angela is good as an analyst, and if we do not have that, our paperwork will be all flying around. How good you are as an achiever, how good you are as an activator, and how good you are to adapt in things. But if you are not an analytical person, all this will go to waste, unless your spouse or your secretary is one who can take the job. But how long can they be with you? Maybe
Yep.
for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, but you will still be alone. So it's good that we are an all rounder. Is not because I do not say that I am good in this, I'm good at that. I will say that I'm average in everything. Then it will be less stressful, and also we can sustain better in society, especially now with pandemic. We are able to. If a high achievers during pandemic, conditions not right, they can collapse and they can go to depression and maybe even suicidal.
Yep. Yep.
So it's good to be an average person rather than to be an extreme
Extreme,
person.
extreme.
Because when you're extreme, it's very difficult for you to come back. And then people look at you as that type of people, then you want to change, it's difficult. So to me, my philosophy is simplicity in the way of life, and just to be an average person. When people think so highly of us, we also have to tell that person, hey, I'm just a simple person. Because if you adore me, you look at me like that, it gives me stress and pressure. So I would prefer to be looked upon as an average person. Yes, so this is one of my strengths, and I believe strengths are for us to really propel on, and weakness to work on. So if without weakness, then we will become so big-headed too lah. So we must have some weakness lah. And friends must be able to point out the weakness of their friends. Because if a friend who do not point out your weakness, they are not your true friend, because they dare not point out your weakness. And so how can a true friend be afraid to point out your weakness? And if they keep on telling about your strength and all that, and they never tell you about your weakness, then then we have to tell that friend, hey, feedback. I always tell my teammates, I say, feedback. I give your feedback. To be fair enough, you must give me feedback also. So at least I can also move forward. So be able to accept feedback, and also be willing to give feedback. That's why I like to use the word provocability. I think I've used that before. Provocability. We must be able to provoke people and we must be able to accept the provocability. So it works both ways. If you cannot accept people to provoke you and you provoke people, it's not healthy also. So that's all I need to share. Thank you, Sarah, for giving this space and opportunity for us to do our sharing. It's a wonderful space. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, Jean said, don't